Now that we've covered some of the background information, we can move on to how to apply for a 1200 series stormwater general permit. Starting an application. To start an application, log into your YDO account and you'll be taken directly to your dashboard. From the dashboard, you can start a new submittal in one of two ways. You can expand the navigation menu to the top left of the screen and select Start New Submittal, or you can select the submittal directly from the New Submittals area on your dashboard. Whether you access the new submittal via the menu or directly from the dashboard, you'll follow the same process for starting the submittal. You'll locate the Apply for 1200C NPDES General Permit or the Apply for 1200Z NPDES General Permit option, and you'll use the yellow add icon to start the application. I also recommend downloading the application instructions using the blue information icon, as you may need to refer to these throughout the application process. A couple of troubleshooting tips. If you have a responsible official account in YDO, but you don't see the Apply for 1200C or Apply for 1200Z NPDES General Permit option on your new submittal page, check your account settings and make sure that you're assigned to the NPDES Stormwater Construction or NPDES Stormwater Industrial submittal group as applicable. If you have a consultant account in YDO and you're having the same issue, you'll need to contact the RO and make sure they've added the corresponding submittal permission for the site. I've mentioned this before, but it's worth repeating. If you're a consultant, even though the submittal says apply for, you'll just be preparing the application and it will be the RO who ultimately applies for the permit through the certification and submittal process. Once you start the application, you can save your progress and complete it later. You'll be able to access this pending submittal through the Resume Edits option in the menu or from the My Submittals area of your dashboard. If you need to delete a pending submittal, use the red trash can icon. Otherwise, to resume edits, click the blue edit icon. So let's jump over to the demonstration on the YDO test site. So here I am on my dashboard. I'm logged in as a consultant. You can see over here under New Submittals that I have permission to prepare applications for the 1200C and 1200Z NPDES general permits. To initiate an application, I would click the Apply button next to the applicable application, and I would download the application instructions from this blue information PDF button. I could do the same by coming over here to my navigation menu, expanding it, and then clicking Start New Submittal. And then you can see that I have the same permissions to prepare applications for the 1200C NPDES General Permit and the 1200Z NPDES General Permit, and these same buttons to initiate an application and to download the application instructions. I should probably take a minute here to note that I had previously showed how to give a consultant permission to apply for a permit for an existing facility or site, but a consultant can also prepare an application for a new site. When assigning permissions, the RO would just select the 1200Z or 1200C application permission and then leave the site permission field blank. So to initiate a 1200C application, I'll find the option in my new submittals and click the Add or the Apply button next to it. And you'll see that the application is going to involve basic information, attachments, payment, review of all this information, and then ultimately submission. Though the consultant will not do the submission, it will be the RO who ultimately certifies and submits the application. Before saving this new application, you'll have to either select your facility by clicking the Select Facility icon and choosing it from the drop-down menu. This is taking a little long, so I'll show you what it looks like if you create a new facility. You'll click the Create New Facility icon, and then you'll have to make sure to go to the Submission tab and select your RO. If the RO is not showing up in the search field or is not automatically populated here, you will have to clear your browser history. It's just a quirk of the system. So you first want to make sure that you're using Google Chrome, and second you'll want to make sure that you clear your browser history or empty your cache. And we can probably walk through doing that just to show you. So in Google Chrome, you would go over here to the top right and click on the 3 dots that say Customize and Control Google Chrome. You'll click on them, and then you'll select History from the menu. Alternatively, you can click Control H, and that will open up your history. To clear your browsing data, click here on Clear Browsing Data. And one thing to keep in mind is you probably want to unclick Passwords and Autofill Form Data, because this will erase any saved passwords or saved autofill options that you have. Then click Clear Data. So then we're going to have to go back to our portal. We'll refresh this. And then log in again. So type in our username. And password. And then unfortunately we have to start that submittal again, so we'll click on Start New Submittal, click Apply for 1200C MPDS General Permit, click on Create New Facility, and then on the Submission tab, your RO should be populated, and if it's not, you can select the RO from the drop-down menu here. So then click Save, and then if I go back to my dashboard, I can see this pending submittal that I started. If I need to delete it, I can click the delete icon. If I need to resume edits, I can click the edit icon. And again, I can access this pending submittal from the navigation menu by going to resume edits and finding the application here.